Good morning and welcome into hour 2 of Weekend Recharge. I'm LaRosa.
And I'm Chris Warren. Paul Goodlow has the day off today. We do have some big changes in the weather for the second half of the final weekend of summer. Northeast enjoying some cooler temperatures, hopefully enjoying some cooler temperatures. But in the southeast, especially Florida, you are seeing sunny conditions, but storms are possible.
Move it a little bit further off to the south and talk about this area of low pressure that we've been keeping an eye on, with all the rain virtually all offshore with that area of low pressure. That's going to continue to drift farther away. We still have some real impacts in the southeast, so we're going to get you all ready for that and first show you, yes, this Invest area, that area to watch. Officially, hurricane hunters have kind of called off their look into this system, so they're not really giving this much progress here. 10% chance of further development over the next few days. However, with that said, whenever you have some circulation off the southeast coast at this time of year over the warm Gulf Stream, you have to keep an eye on it. And it certainly doesn't mean that we won't feel some impacts. Rip current certainly being one of it. Chris is going to look more into that. As far as the weather, how it's going to be for you, the good news is actually pretty pleasant. You know, we're on the northern flow here of that area of low pressure, so places like Atlanta and Charleston, Columbia, all looking really, really nice right now. You have great kickoff tailgating weather, as we've been talking about, for Jacksonville, your Jaguars against the Dolphins here. It is on the warmer side, mid-80s, but nothing that's out of the ordinary here for this time of year. Just remember your sunscreen. So here are the players. You have that upper level disturbance that's kind of digging in here. Even if we did see something officially develop here, you had that front come through, and that's kind of kicking it out. So that's what's going on there. You do have some tropical moisture, but look at how it's kind of right along the coast. You actually have a nice little flow of drier air here. So that's actually feeling pretty good in those areas. Some of that rain near the coast, though, with that little bit of tropical connections, just adding a little extra juice, there is that potential to see some locally heavy rainfall. But for the most part, it's in areas that really wouldn't mind seeing it, including Central and South Florida. So let's take you through the next few hours. Dry, Tallahassee, Destin, Atlanta, Jacksonville. But you see Orlando down towards Naples and Fort Myers, even Miami could see some showers and thunderstorms drifting in and out. More miss than hit, and you can see adding up to maybe an inch in some spots, Chris, which again, South Florida, extreme South Florida, still technically in the abnormally dry drought conditions, so they'll take it.
Yeah, take a little bit. It doesn't last all day either.
Exactly.
So that's a little bit of good news. There is September day on record. This is still a dry time of year for California, and getting more than an inch, especially Southern California, getting more than an inch is a big deal.
Yeah, we checked in with Crystal Egger last week, and she was talking about, you know, the effects of having, you know, the oils on the road and then all that rain. It just adds another level to a very difficult drive. So
and you don't have to deal with it very often.
I know. The really cool thing too is that you do have very much a direct connection from the rain in Oklahoma City, even the high clouds heading into Kentucky, back to the eastern Pacific. So we have a stream of moisture that's helping to be pulled along by that front, and some of that rain, as I mentioned, pretty heavy. We have some in West Texas, not terribly heavy, but I'll tell you what, we've had some reports of some flash flooding in and around Midland. Sorry, I went through that too quickly, but as much as a foot of water over the roadways, so heads up there. No flash flood warnings in Oklahoma City, but I gotta tell you, some of that heavy rain, it is really heavy. A lot of lightning, say south of Norman and more. Oklahoma City right now, not much in the way of heavy rain immediately, but you've got the fog and still some moving through off to your north and west. So I-44, 35, all those interstates highly impacted. Again, fog, 63 degrees with some rain, and we are going to see that chance of showers, thunderstorms through at least this afternoon. The clouds are going to linger. You're going to see those nighttime temperatures dip back down into the 60s after popping up into the lower 70s. So the next few hours, yeah, you've got some heavy rain coming through Tulsa, pushing into southeastern Oklahoma. Little Rock, it looks like maybe by 4 or 5 o'clock you could see some of those sprinkles, but some of that heavier rain moving into Dallas, a little bit steadier to moderate here by after dinner hour. Certainly the moisture is going to stick around, and those temperatures are going to be relatively on the cool side. I mean, Oklahoma City not really getting much out of the lower 70s today because of the clouds and the rain.
Okay, but not everybody's going to see the cloud and the rain.
That's true.
We're going to brighten things up here and talk about some beautiful fall-like weather. It's not officially fall yet, so we call it fall-like weather.
Fall-like, right.
Yeah, but still warm and dry for many spots, which is so important if you're tailgating today. And in just 90 minutes west of Charlotte, happening in Greenville, South Carolina, the 10th annual Euphoria Festival wraps up.
And our own Alex Wilson partaking and tweeting and making everybody who has to work today jealous. Just saying, me personally.
And Alex was talking about this on Friday, saying it's time now for the 7-day stretch.
Yeah.
She's bringing her stretchy pants. She's a big foodie. She loves to eat. So here's a look at what we're expecting right now for the rest of the day. So not a lot of green on the map, so not seeing a ton of rain.
So in the short term, it's a place like Oklahoma City and Dallas that need the heads up for the heavy rain, but also the Southwest. That's certainly the case today, definitely tomorrow and into Tuesday.
Right, so you can follow along the days right here. We're going to take a look now at Tuesday, where we're going to see some more rain. It's that Southwest we're really going to have to watch. Maybe a few showers in the upper Midwest and the Southeast on Tuesday.
Unfortunately, still very dry in the Pacific Northwest, Northern California, where we have all the fires. More rain, though, in the Midwest. Not so much in the Northeast, though.
And 81 on Wednesday.
Thursday.
Right, so now here's a look at Thursday. Your Thursday forecast, still in the lower 80s in New York, 71 in Boston, a few showers in the Southeast.
All right, and then we're tracking those showers moving out of Minneapolis here, so by Friday, just a slight chance here. A little bit wetter here from the mid-Atlantic into the Southeast, 85 in Miami, but look at that, 79 in Atlanta.
Yeah, that should feel pretty good. A few showers possible. Then looking ahead to next Saturday, gotta have the weekend in view, right? So we have the Southeast, the chance of showers and storms in the PNW, the Pacific Northwest will see a few showers as well.
And then right in the middle, still feeling, I'm thinking, a little bit more like summer. You still have the 90s into Dallas, 86 in Denver, and bone dry, mid-70s from Chicago into Minneapolis.
And that will be the first full weekend of fall.
There you go.
What's really going on here?
Like, I hate you, Mom. I hate you.
One more time.
So great, though. Rough weather.
Rough weather, indeed.
They're ready for it.
They are ready for all that rough weather. It's 1:30. Weekend recharge rolling on.
And you are Chris Warren in for Paul Goodlow. So great to have you here this morning. I'm Maria LaRosa. Could it be rain for you? And our other top 3 stories as we get you recharged from the weekend, get you thinking about next week. A lot of it has to do, right? We've got a change of season coming on Wednesday. We flip the calendar from summer to fall, but it's going to feel more like summer here as we get into the midweek from the Midwest into the Northeast. So we'll show you how that ride's going to go for the rest of the week. And then still keeping our eye on that invest area off the Southeast Mid-Atlantic coast. Still enough that we've got to talk about showers, also rip currents. So we're going to dig into that. And believe it or not, that tropical connection in the Southwest too is going to enhance some rainfall there. We'll talk about the flash flooding and the timing with this here. But first,
we really have to watch that Southwest.
All right. We're also watching the countdown clock to fall.